I had a filbert stuck right in my throat, Skip, and you were just walking away, and I'm like, luckily I tripped a little bit, fall in the chair, and popped it out. I would have been dead. Are you ready? All right, you ready? All right, here we go, Skip. Hey everybody, my name is Clark Pickens. I'm the head nut here at friendsofsquirrels.org, and this is Ask Clark, where I answer your squirrel questions. Again, I will answer any question, but I do prefer the squirrel questions. Today's question is, do you do squirrel husbandry? By Dusty Phillips. Is this really the question? Well, that's an easy answer, but now I'll answer that for you right after the sponsor. This week's sponsor is the Squirrel Buster. Really? Skip, what are you doing to me this week? This is a squirrel call, and I have one of these. I'll show it to you. From the distressed squeal of a young squirrel to the chatter of a fox and gray squirrel, this call does it all. You won't be disappointed with your selection. Reproduces all 5 calls of the gray squirrel and fox squirrel languages. You can find that over at friendsofsquirrels.org/sponsors. Here I got it. Here, no. It's this guy right here. It does, normal chatters. It also does. It's supposed to. So you get these for squirrel hunting. Okay. Let me just remind you, there's no hunting on the refuge. I don't know why you picked this as a sponsor. Oh, they came to us. Anyway, this is it. They work. There's a YouTube video you can watch how to do all of them properly. I don't use it very often. If I want to bring them all in, I will call them, and then you go in circles. There comes small over right. You get squirrels coming in. Oh, and the squirrel popper. You see the squirrel popper? I almost got you. Almost got you back there. So anyway, that is the squirrel call. If you want, they're fun, I guess, but please don't use it to go hunting for squirrels. I do not like when people go hunting for squirrels. So the question this week is from Dusty, and he wants to know if I do squirrel husbandry. If you are not familiar with what the term husbandry means, that is when you collect the man juice from the boy squirrel, and you go ahead and you put that in the girl squirrel so she can have babies. That is not something we do here. That is something that I could do. We have never really had a reproduction problem. We have had issues in the past where we've had die off or we've had squirrels leave. We've never had to. I don't even know why you would want to do that for a squirrel. Also, very difficult. You've got to have. I think you'd probably have to knock out the boy a little. I don't even. Wow, this is a complicated question. I don't even know how you'd go about properly collecting the man juice. In college, I would tell you I did it with a sheep. I did it with a cow. And then I didn't personally do it, but we watched a whole video series on Kentucky Derby horses on how they did it with them, and that involved the collection methods were interesting. A lot of rubbing and things. Anyway, then you got to get for a cow. I love up to here, but on a squirrel, by God, I don't even know what I would make it happen, but no, I would not do it. If that answers your question, there is really the squirrels are right up there with rabbits on the ability to reproduce without problem, and they are, in fact, some people consider the squirrel a nuisance species, a flying rat, if you will. But of course, I do not have them. They're very dear to my heart. So I do not feel that way. But boy, that's a good question, Skip. It got me thinking. But no, we don't do squirrel husbandry here at the refuge. So there you go. I have seen squirrels do it, but I didn't have a hand in it. So yeah, boy, Bruce and Lady went at it. We were out on the patio, and Skip, remember you were in the hammock, and there was some commotion going on in one of the bushes, and we look over, and there's Bruce. God, I missed that squirrel. There's Bruce, and Lady's over there. She's got her tail. They can grab their tail. The girls sort of grab their tail and bring it out of the way, and then the boys come in backside, and I could probably, if you've got, I don't know, it should show her tail. Her tail would be kind of off to the edge a little bit, and then anyway, you get the idea. So there you go. Let's get to the photo. This is first of all, we got to do the Patreon after we do the photo. I'm still a little flustered from the squirrel sex. So if you like the show, you can go over to Patreon and you can support us. And what do you get? You get my personal cell phone number. You can give me a ring-a-ding-ding 24 hours a day, and I'll answer your question. You can also leave a voicemail, and we'll play it on the show maybe, or just if you're very profane. My papa, he has my phone number. He calls from the home, and he leaves me dirty messages. Mostly, what happens is he'll get watching the Golden Girls, and he gets all fantasizing about Betty White, and then he'll leave me dirty Betty White messages on my cell phone. So please don't do that. We will not play those on the show. You get that. You get the show early. You can get videos, posts, photos, all that stuff. You get exclusive access to our podcast here from the refuge called the Squirrel Report, where we give you the weekly squirrel count. We talk about what's going on in my life and all that good stuff, and Skip and Karen and Mama, and maybe I'll play a voicemail from Bob on there. I don't know. So you get all that stuff. It's over at patreon.com/Clark Pickens. So here's the photo of the week. This is from I found this on the Instagrams. One of my people I follow on there. This is John Massey, and isn't that cute? They must have a camera right up there by the window or something. But I tried once. We had the picnic table with the corn cob on it right outside the bedroom window, and that's too creepy. You wake up in the morning, you got a squirrel out there just staring in at you, eating his corn, just looking at you, wondering what you're gonna do. Yeah, we moved it up by a tree, big old tree up in the back, but yeah. So we want your photos too. You can send us a photo. You can on Instagram, like John, or whatever. Instagram, I am at Clark Pickens. On the Twitter, I am FO Squirrels, Friends of Squirrels. You can follow on there. So I'll tweet you about, hey, Zeus is up in a tree making whatever. I don't know. Skip makes me tweet. And then you can email Clark at friendsofsquirrels.org, Skip at friendsofsquirrels.org. Visit the website, friendsofsquirrels.org. We have a Facebook page. It is /Clark Pickens. I learned it. And anyway, get in touch. I'll answer your question on the next show.